Hi, I'm Ebony Morrison. I'm a 100-meter hurdler for Killian track and field, and this is my comeback story. Last year, I tore my hamstring, and I also have scoliosis, and I have a slight fracture in my lower spine. The doctor said it won't get any better and it won't get any worse. So they said you can either quit or keep going, so I chose to keep going. It was slowly, because they're always tight, always. Like right now, they're really tight, and I guess I wasn't stretching enough at that meet. And the meets before, it was times getting slower and slower. I'm still training hard. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and finally it tore at the meet. And I guess that was something telling me that I just needed to take a rest and get back to where I was. Going to therapy, listening to my grandmother and mom yell at me about icing and everything, and just having to train harder to get my hamstring back to where it is now. Started in 5th grade. Because in PE coach raced me against the boys and I was beating them all. He turned me on to a coach called Coach Baines, and he's the one who started me in the hurdles. And I mean, from then on, I did well. I wasn't I don't want to say as good as I am now, but I wasn't great back then. And I mean, I've been training with Coach Alvarez back in middle school, and he got me to a stage where I could actually handle Coach Cartwright's training, because he's a really tough trainer. He trained the Olympic Games, the USA 2008, something like that. He's really, really good. And I mean, from 5th grade on to now, I've just been working hard to get to where I am.
In her injury, it is with her back and her ham that it's all connected together. So one side gets very swollen, and so she has to always ice, she has to always stretch, is what they say. So she's been doing that. She did that all last year. She goes to Miami Children every week to get her therapy. And no, twice a week to get her therapy, and she's been training very, very hard to come back in her last year. Ebony was called, when she first was running with Southridge, they were calling her Beast, because her hands are huge and she would just dominate so much. They would call her Beast. So she started wearing a sock and put Beast on the sock. So if her name is going to be Beast, then I'm Beast Mama. And then her grandmother is Beast Grandma. So we try to get our uniform every time, just support her and everything.
I took a month break to actually just let my body shut down so I could build it back up. And training hard with Coach Cartwright, I mean, he trains so hard and I hate it so much, but I know it's what I need. I got offers from LSU and Penn State, but when I went to visit Auburn, I realized that was where I needed to be. My mom and my grandma are very supportive. My mom, she ran track. My grandmother, she ran track, and now here I am running. And my mom, she goes through so much. She's a breast cancer survivor right now. She's still going through it right now. It's her 4th time. And she just wants so much for me, and I do everything, I run everything for her, and I appreciate her so much. My grandmother, she's the loudest person in the stand. She's always yelling for me. She's very supportive, and I appreciate it so much. Just both of them together. I'm so glad and thankful, because a lot of people don't have a support that I have, and I'm so grateful for it.